Hello boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, as well as how to make some money, all the cars that have been added back into the game for purchase this week, and much more. But before we get into anything, we have to talk about the vehicle which is sitting behind me. This is of course the DUGG 770. The DUGG 770 has been removed from being able to be purchased in the game. However, this week you can win it at the LS Car Meet. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later, but it is a very nice car. Very good looking and decent performance as well. But before we get into that, we got to talk about how to make some money this week in online. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Starting off under the adversary modes, the first way to make money this week that is on bonus money, this is Tiny Racers, and it is on triple money and triple RP. Now Tiny Racers is a decently fun adversary mode. On triple money and triple RP, it's definitely going to be a lot more fun because you're actually going to be getting rewarded for what you're doing. With that being said, the pay is still not super high, but I would give it a shot this week if you have nothing else to do. I would assume the lobbies are probably going to be semi-populated, so give it a shot. It is a little bit of fun. One of the other ways to earn money this week that is on bonus are the running back adversary modes. These are all on double money and double RP. They're pretty interesting actually. I would definitely say you should check them out. They are kind of unique. So definitely check out running back as well. And the other way to earn money this week, guys, are on the armored trucks that have been added back into Grand Theft Auto Online for the first time in, I want to say, 8 or 9 years. It's been a very long time since I've seen an armored truck driving around in GTA Online, and these have officially been added back into the game. Now there is a cooldown of 20 minutes in between them. They are available for 10 minutes, and if they are activated, they last for 15 minutes. Now, if you go and decide to do these, you're going to get paid $50,000 upon completion. I would assume that because it's double money, that is actually going to be $100,000 for the remainder of this week. Not the greatest way of earning money, but it is something fun to do in free mode. I'm sure they're going to attract a lot of people, so I would definitely say you guys should check out the armored trucks that are back in Grand Theft Auto Online. I have yet to see one, but I'm sure that I will be seeing one sometime this week. So unfortunately, that's kind of it for bonus money. There's nothing really going on this week when it comes to businesses or anything like that. So that is a little bit unfortunate. For those of you who are a little more established in GTA, I would definitely just recommend running your normal businesses and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the security contracts are no longer double money and double RP, so that is kind of an L. But if you're newer to the game, I would definitely say play the triple money mode. You guys should check that out for sure if you're trying to grind some money together. It is probably going to be your best bet. Now that we're done talking about that, we have to talk about the discounts this week. So let's go ahead and hop onto the websites. Now the Avenger has got some discounts this week, guys. Now unfortunately I can't show you them on the website, but if you go to your hangar, you will find that the Avengers Stealth Mode module and the Avengers Missile Lock-on Jammer are both on sale this week for 30% off, which is going to run you $245,000 for either of the two. You can only have one of the two. If you're going to get one, I would definitely recommend going for the Stealth module because it is going to hide where your Avenger is on the radar. So at nighttime, this could definitely come in handy if you and maybe some friends are camping a player with the cannons that are fitted onto the Avenger. So I would definitely go for the Stealth module over the Missile Lock-on Jammer. This is only activatable when you're in autopilot mode, so the vehicle is not going to be moving, so you're probably going to get hit by whatever they shoot at you anyways, so the stealth is a little bit better, I would say. So definitely pick up the stealth module if you don't have it already on your Avenger. You are going to have to do this upgrade through the hangar, I do believe. Now scrolling a little bit further down on Warstock, we'll also find that the Streamer 216 that was just added into the game is on discount this week. It is 20% off, which means it's just under $1.8 million. Definitely a plane that I would stay far away from. It's not that interesting, it's not very good, it's not very unique. Nothing about it is just special at all, really. And for $1.8 million, it is still a complete ripoff as far as I'm concerned. It's just not really a good vehicle. I would avoid this one for sure. And if we scroll a little bit further down, we'll also find that the Tula is on discount this week for just over $2.1 million if you have the trade price, to just under $2.9 million if you do not have the trade price. The Tula is not a very good plane. In fact, I actually talk about it in the video that's coming out on Saturday this week on my channel. So check that out if you guys are interested. But yeah, the Tula is not a very good plane. Definitely not one that I would really recommend. It does have vertical takeoff because the wing here does actually fold, but the VTOL is just absolutely awful. It takes forever. Another unique feature about it though is that it can land in the water, which is kind of cool, I have to say. But beyond that, it is almost entirely useless. So definitely I would recommend against picking up a Tula this week. Heading over to Legendary Motorsport under the two-door section, if we scroll down a little bit here, you will find that the Cheval Taipan is on discount this week. Do not buy this car, please, I beg you. The Taipan is a terrible vehicle. It's also horribly proportioned. It is absolutely massive. The Taipan, I don't know what ROCKSTAR was doing. I think that they must have scaled up the player model that they were using by like 50%, because it is a massive car. It is huge. Beyond that, it's also got engine resistance like the Overflowed Entity XXR, like the Vapid GB200. Unfortunately, it's not a very fast vehicle, and for $1.4 million, you'd be much better off saving your money or investing it into like an Ocelot Pariah in the sports class instead. The Taipan just is not a good vehicle. No matter what you do to it, it's going to be pretty slow and it's going to be pretty huge. So do not pick up a Taipan. I absolutely do not recommend it. However, under the four-door section on Legendary Motorsport, you will find that the Enos Deity is discounted this week. Now, this is an Amani Tech capable vehicle, and for just under $1 million, if you have the trade price, it is actually a pretty good pickup this week. It's got a lot of customization. It is a four-seater as well. The performance is decent once you get going. Off the line, it is a little bit slow because it's rear-wheel drive only, but once you get moving, it's actually pretty good, I have to say. Definitely look into the Deity this week, guys. If you're looking for an Amani Tech vehicle, this is the cheapest one that you can get, honestly. So there you have it, guys. That's it for some of the discounts, at least. We actually have a few more to go over in just a minute here. But before we do anything, we got to head over to the casino, talk about the podium vehicle, and then to the LS car meet and talk about the prize ride. So let's do that. Within the casino, the podium vehicle this week is the Anis Silvestre. Now, the Anis Silvestre is actually a pretty decent car. It's got some good customization. Unfortunately, the performance is not quite there, but it's not really a car that you buy for the performance. Definitely one that you buy for the customizability. I think it is a pretty cool car, and overall, I would recommend coming to the casino every day to try to win it. Within the LS car meet, like I said, the Dubocci 770 is available to be won this week. In order to win it, you're going to have to place first for 2 days in a row in LS Pursuit Series races, which is not honestly a terribly hard challenge. If you have a friend to do it with, you're definitely going to get this car. If you don't have a friend, I would comment down below in this video and try to link up with somebody who can help you win this thing, and then you can help them win it as well. The 770 is a great car, definitely one that I recommend. It sounds fantastic. It's great looking. Honestly, it's just an awesome vehicle, so definitely try to win this one. Now, of course, we have to talk about some of the vehicles that are available to be purchased within the LS car meet. This is the Ubermarkt Revolter, and it has been removed from the game. So if you guys are interested, it is definitely one that I would recommend picking up. It's actually very fast acceleration-wise. It can also be upgraded with front-mounted machine guns, interestingly enough. Not the greatest looking car, but performance-wise, it is actually pretty decent. In the middle here, we have the Coil Brawler, which is the worst braking vehicle in the game. It has the worst brakes I've ever experienced in all of GTA Online. If you've ever driven it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't driven it, I wouldn't try it now. Maybe you come to the LS car meet and test drive it, but I would not recommend purchasing it. It's also not that great off-road because it's rear-wheel drive only, so it's not going to be very good for hill climbing and things like that. It's very cool looking, but unfortunately I can't really recommend picking it up. And then on the right here, we have the Coquette Blackfin. The Coquette Blackfin is a very decent little muscle car. It actually sounds phenomenal. It's got a tiny bit of customization, not that much overall, but it is definitely a vehicle that I would recommend picking up. In fact, I'm going to be buying one this week for sure. And next up, of course, we have to stop at Simeon's dealership. One of the vehicles that's available this week is the Vapid Riata, which I know a lot of you guys were really upset that this thing got removed from the game back when that change was announced. So now you have an opportunity to pick up a Riata if you guys are interested. Definitely a very good off-roader. Definitely one that I would recommend picking up. A lot of customization as well. It's based off of a Ford Bronco, and I think it looks very good. Definitely look into getting this one for sure. We also have the Shih Tzu Hakuchu available to be purchased as well. This is a removed bike from the game, so if you guys are interested in this one, definitely pick it up. Over here we have the Dinka Akuma, which has also been removed from the game. If you guys are interested, pick that one up as well. Over here we have the Overflowed Morgan. The Overflowed Morgan is a pretty decent performance car, but it's not the best looking car. The customization is decent. I actually will have a customization coming out later this week on my channel if you guys are interested. right before the update week will change. So if you guys want to buy it and you want some more info about it, a video is coming out later in the week. And last but not least, right here we have the Western Cliffhanger available to be purchased. Decent bike, not my favorite ever, but I think it is a pretty classic looking one, and overall it is one that I would say you could pick up this week, and it's not too expensive, and it looks pretty good, I would say. Oh, and the Overflow to Morgan is also 40% off this week if you guys decide to buy it, so there is that as well. And within the luxury autos dealership, you will see the Taipan is right here. As you guys can see, it's a massive vehicle. As you guys can see, it has no business being this big. It is massive, even in comparison to the Ocelot Swinger, which is sitting beside it, which was also available to be purchased last week. Literally just looking at these two cars, look how massive the Taipan is. It is a huge vehicle. Like it's like, I mean, it's not twice as wide, but damn near, man. Like it's like 25% wider than the Swinger, 25% taller than the Swinger. I know the Swinger is an old car; it's supposed to be small, but man, the Taipan is huge. I'm telling you. The Swinger is also discounted this week, guys. This vehicle was available last week if you wanted to purchase it, but now it is available again, and it is also discounted. So not a bad one to pick up. It is actually a top 10 fastest sports classic in the game for racing, so overall decent car. And of course, last but not least, before we end, the time trials this week. We have your RC Bandito time trial for today. It is Cypress Flats. Your regular time trial for today is the Maze Bank Arena, and your HSW time trial is going to be somewhere on your map, so make sure you guys are taking care of that this week. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching what to buy and what to avoid this week. Leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't, of course. Let me know what you think of the update week in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace.